Hi everyone, I hope you are doing well. In this video, I will show you how to start programming without any installation using Google Colab, and at the end, I will show you how to program your first game with Python. So before going far, let's see what is Google Colab. So Colab is short for Collaboratory, and actually it's a cloud-based platform provided by Google, and it allows users to write, share, and execute Python code collaboratively. Now, let's see the 10 most notable advantages of Google Colab. So first of all, the fact that it's cloud-based, it makes it accessible directly via web browser. It doesn't require any installation or setup, which makes it highly convenient. Another advantage is that many pre-installed Python libraries are already there, so we'll see it when we start coding, which saves time on setup and configuration. Third advantage is that we have free access to GPUs, which stands for Graphics Processing Units, or TPUs for Tensor Processing Units. So this is crucial for accelerating computations in tasks like machine learning and data analysis. In the fourth place, we have the fact that we have flexible environment choice, as users can choose between GPUs, CPUs, or TPUs for code execution, depending on the requirement. Another advantage is the easy collaboration, and this is a game changer, guys, which explains the choice of the platform name. And this allows multiple users to work on the same notebook simultaneously, enabling seamless collaboration and sharing of ideas. Another advantage is that we have the integration with Google Drive. Users can easily import datasets, save notebooks, and share files using Google Drive. We will see all these when we start using Google Colab. In the seventh place, we have interactive documentations. It means that we can create interactive documents, combining code, visualization, and explanatory text. Another advantage is the version control, where users can leverage version history through Google Drive to track changes and revert the previous version if needed. And for sure, guys, we won't lack educational resources, as Colab provides educational materials, tutorials, and examples for various machine learning and data science tasks. And last but not least, Colab has a large community support, where users share tips, solutions, resources, and so on. So now, guys, let's not spend any more time on theoretical things and let's start programming. So if you suppose that you are in the home page of Google Search, so here you have the small circle with your initial if you are connected to your Google account. If you don't have a Google account, don't hesitate to watch the video where I explain how to create a Google account. So suppose that you are connected, and here you find the small dots. So just click on them, and you have all Google applications here. So if we click on Drive, here you will find all the content of my Google Drive. So I've already created the notebook for this video, but what you should do to start a new one, you just need to click on New, and here you will find some of Google applications, but if you click on more, you will find other Google applications. So if you are using Google Colab for the first time, you won't find the application here. So you just need to connect, to click on Connect More Apps, and you just need to search the application. Just click on Colab, you'll find Collaboratory, and here you find the application. You just need to click on it. Here I don't need to install it because it's already installed, but in your case, if it's the first time that you use it, you will find Install. Once it's done, you go back here, so you will find the app Colab, Google Colab with the other apps, and you just need to click on it and it will open a new Colab node. So in our case, let's go back to the notebook that I've already created, which is this one. So let's click on it, double click on it, and here we have the notebook that I've created. Let's put it in English. And now, as you see here, we have code and text. So if we click on text, we'll have a field where we could add any text. For example, hi, I'm learning programming, and here you will see how the text will appear once it's confirmed. So you can just click outside of the field, and now we find the sentence that we wrote here. And we can, so this is called a cell in a notebook language, and we can remove the cell as well. So this is to add a text, and this is what I've done to write print hello world here. So if I click twice on it, I will find print hello world. As you see here, I added the hashtag, so I won't go into details for this because it's what we call the markdown language. It's very common in the programming world. So now we just click outside of the cell and we have our text written. So this is to write the text. So now if we click on code, we'll create a cell code. So what I used here. So here what I'm doing is that I'm printing the sentence hello world using the Python print function. And to run this cell, you just need to click on this button. So by doing so, we connect to our cloud machine on which we run the notebook. And once the cell is run, you see here the our sentence hello world printed. Now let's write more lines of code. So here what I do is that I define a variable to which I assign this sentence. This is my sentence. So if I run this cell, I define the variable my sentence with this sentence. I run print my sentence, so it will do the same thing as here. And now if we define a function where we parse this sentence, so the function takes as a parameter my variable my sentence, and what it does is that we parse this sentence for C stands for character, in my sentence print C. So now this function will just parse our sentence, and after that it will print each character of the sentence. So let's run this cell by clicking on the play button. So now the function is defined, and here we need to call the function that we defined with our variable my sentence. Let's run this cell, and now we see that our sentence has been parsed and each character has been printed. So this is my sentence. Now, as I promised you, let's code our first game. So here our game is called guessing game. Let's play the game before. After that, we'll parse the code line by line. So we need to define the function before. Once it's done, we call the function directly, guessing game. So here we have these messages. Welcome to the guessing game. I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 20. Enter your guess. So let's enter 10. Now it's saying try again. The number is lower. So let's try 5. The number is higher. Let's try 7. And now I guessed the correct number in 3 attempts. So this is our small game. Now let's parse the code of the function. So here, as you see, we are importing a random library, which is Python library. And as I mentioned in the advantages, here we are importing a library without the need to install this library. So we just import it. And now in our function code, what we are doing is that we are defining a random integer between 1 and 20. We are initializing our variable attempts to 0. We are starting our game by printing the message welcome to the guessing game, what we see here actually. After that, printing I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 20, what we are printing here. And now here we have a while loop. So I won't go into details about loops here, but don't hesitate guys to ask me for a video to explain loops in Python in general. Once we are in the loop, we define the guess, which is the input of the user, by printing enter your guess before. And once it's done, that's why we were asked in our terminal here to insert an integer. Once it's done, we add 1 to the variable attempts to count the number of attempts that we've done. After that, we check if the guess number inserted by the user equals to our secret number that we defined here. We print congratulations, you guessed the correct number, and we put the number and the number of attempts, and we just break the loop. Else we compare the number inserted by the user to our secret number. If it's lower to the chosen number, so we say try again, the number is higher, else we say that the number is lower. So as you see here, we just created a small game using Python without needing any installation, using Google Colab, which is amazing. Now let's go back to our list of advantages mentioned in the beginning of the video. So here we've already saw the first advantage, as Google Colab is cloud-based. So we've just started a cloud-based machine on which we've run our notebook. We've already seen one of the pre-installed Python libraries, in our case was random. We have free access to GPUs and TPUs. So how can we, and this could be done by just going here. So as you see, if we click on RAM and disk, here we'll have an idea about how much RAM we have and how much disk we have. And if we click on change runtime type, we'll see that we can choose between CPU, TPU, and GPU. Here we have a key for GPUs. So here we can choose the language as well. We choose Python 3 or R. In our case, we chose Python 3. So here we are using only CPU because we don't need GPUs. In our case, we are just running a few lines of Python code. Once it's done, we click on save, and this gives flexible environment choice because we could just choose between CPU and GPU. Thanks to Google Colab, we have easy collaboration as well because we can share our notebook by just clicking on share, and that's what I've done actually, and I will put the link to this notebook in the video description so that when you click on it, you will just have the same notebook and you can run it the way that I've done. Here I can add people that I want to access to the notebook, but in my case I put anyone with the link so that anyone could have access to the notebook without giving any authorization. Once it's done, you just click on done, and you can copy the link here to send it to other users. Once it's done, you just click on done. We've already seen the advantage of integration with Google Drive. We saw the interactive documentation as we are inserting code and text here. Sorry, not here, but here we are integrating text and code. So it helps for users to read commands, text that we add, code, or even visualize some charts. We have the version control as well, but because if you go back to the drive and we have our notebook here, we right click on it and we have here file information, and in file information we have manage versions, and here we find all the versions of our notebook. I saved it many times, so that's why we have many versions. And what we can do is when you click on the 3 points here, we can download it, delete it, or even choose one of the versions to continue to work on it. Once it's done, we close it and we go back to our notebook. We have as well, as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, educational resources. I've put the link here. So if you click on it and you click on this link, we find here many educational resources. If we just click on browse notebooks, you will find many notebooks about AI and machine learning, data analytics, cloud computing, data visualization, and so on. And we've already talked about the community support. Now, let me show you guys another example of interaction with Google Drive. So here, assume that you had a file that you need to use it in your notebook. So you need to import the file from Google Drive to use it in your notebook. So to do that, you need to connect your Google Drive to the notebook before. To do so, you just need to run these 2 lines of code. Once it's done, here we are asked to connect to Google Drive. We click on it. We need to choose the account that we are using, and we need to authorize the access to our Google Drive. So we just need to click on allow. Once it's done, we have the message of drive already mounted at this place. So if we print the path using the pwd command by running the cell, we'll find that we are in this path. If we run ls, which is another command to print the content of the actual folder, so here we have drive and sample data. If we access to drive now by using a cd command, which is used to access to a folder, we run this cell, and now we find ourselves in drive. Now if we use ls again, we'll find that we have my drive here. So we need to access to my drive. We are on the cell. Now we are in my drive folder. If we run ls again, we find our notebook here with another notebook that I used for the video as well. And now if we had another file here in the same folder or in another folder, we just need to give the path to the file here in the notebook. Once it's done, we can use the file which is saved in Google Drive in the notebook. So this is it, guys, for today. I hope you liked the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and to put the thumb up if you liked the video. And don't hesitate to leave a comment if you need more details on any concept. Thank you guys for watching, and see you next time.